Morning, another beautiful day in God's kingdom. Remember that beautiful part of the story? Well, actually, depending on what your own thoughts are of that book written by Charles Dickens, and it's Oliver Twist, where Oliver stands and says, I want more. Mm. For you and I, maybe that might be something that you wouldn't do. But let's take a look at something quite similar that we find in the Bible, and we're in the book of Matthew, chapter 20. And let's read what it says from verse 20. It says, Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee, James and John, came near to Jesus with her sons, and she worshipped him, that is Jesus, and she was asking him something. But Jesus said to her, What do you desire? And she said to him, Say that these my two sons will sit, one at your right and one at your left in your kingdom. And Yeshua answered and he said to her, You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I am prepared to drink, or to be baptized in the baptism in which I am to be baptized? And they were saying to him, We are able. He said to them, You will drink my cup, and you will be baptized in the baptism in which I am baptized. But for you to sit at my right and at my left is not mine to give, except to those for whom it is prepared by my Father. Of course, when the other 10 disciples heard this, they were upset at what these disciples, these brothers had asked. They were angry with them. But Jesus, calmed them down. But what is important, some of the things that are important in this story is the fact that Jesus was not actually upset with them. He simply said, Hey, what you have asked for is a hard thing. Are you prepared to pay the price? And they said, Yes, we are prepared to pay the price. And Jesus then goes on and says, Well, it's not actually in my power to give you that thing that you've asked for. That is for the Father to do. But what I find interesting here is the fact that these guys came and they asked Jesus, and Jesus said, Well, what you've asked for is okay, but I can't do it. Which means that if indeed it was in his power to do, he could have said, Hey, go ahead, you can have what you want. And the other 10 were upset. And then the question would then be asked of the other 10, Well, why didn't you ask if you wanted that thing? And a lot of times that happens to us, isn't it? You think, Oh, maybe I'm not worthy, or you think, Well, maybe it's not for me, or I don't qualify, or you think that, well, maybe I'm going to get rejected if I ask for that thing. But then, of course, you never know if you never ask. And as we take a look at this scripture and we see what is happening here, you see that these brothers presented their case before Jesus. They came with their mother, obviously, to add, I presume, more gravitas to what they were asking for. They came prepared and they said to him, whatever it is that is going to be, whatever is going to take, we are prepared to do it. So for you and I, maybe that is something that we can take away, that, hey, even as you're asking, before you begin to ask, maybe you should be ready to say, you know what, I'm ready to pay the price, whatever it takes. I'm ready to do whatever it takes so that I can get what it is that I want. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.